Let's have a conversation about contacting and inviting. I like to call it PS3, as I learned from one of my mentors many years ago. We call it PS3, peak interest, show the plan, three-way call. All right. And the reason why you want to do that, guys, because most people are just kicking tires. So you want to make sure you pique someone's interest, show them the business plan that we have, right, from an opportunity call, opportunity meeting, one-on-one presentation, however, and then do a three-way call with someone, especially when you're brand new, who can help answer questions. And by you listening, you can learn how to effectively work with the individuals who come across your desk. All right. So the bottom line is when it comes to contacting and inviting, it's always simple. So don't try to explain the business of MDC to anyone. Always use the system to do it for you. So when you now know that we tell people that the amateur startup business professionals launch one, and now you are going to be a professional home-based business owner, social selling entrepreneur, someone who's eligible for commission. You know that your virtual grand opening is like a ribbon cutting, and it's really important that you do a launch call, which is going to be a live call, so that you can invite people to it and let your sponsor or your sponsor or someone in your lineage do the presentation to help you get your first customers, all right, your first 10 customers and first two affiliates who will partner with you. So to make that happen, what you want to do is, guys, and now we told you to get your list together. And once you qualify your list with your senior business partner, what you're going to do is you're going to call the person, all right, that you're going to invite to your call that you have scheduled with your leadership. And you can basically say it this way and just be as casual and as common as you are with all your friends. And you just be like, hey, Mike, what's going on? This is Jason. Listen, I don't have a lot of time right now. I'm tied up, but I need a few minutes to run something past you. Will you be free at, and whatever time you're scheduled for the call? All right. And let me give you this training into training, just so you understand why these calls are important at 6, 7, or 8 o'clock. Most people don't do a business like this or have opportunity to be on a call until after they get off of work and get home and check on the kids and do some additional things. So seven and 8 o'clock are prime times to actually do calls. 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30. All right, those are prime times that you can do a call that's going to take you 30 minutes or so or less to actually present. And again, there's times that you schedule in your calendar that you're going to be committed to, and you start inviting people to the calls. So when you know that those are prime hours that you're going to work, you want to call somebody, never saying, hey, what you doing tonight at 7? Because most of the time, most of us, we like to say, I'm busy. Why? I don't know if you ever heard that happen before. We like to say, I'm busy. Why? Just in case someone's going to ask you to do something you don't want to do, we normally say, I'm busy. Why? But I found that when I just say, hey, Mike, listen, I don't have a lot of time right now, but I'm tied up. I need a few minutes to run something past you. Will you be free at 7 tonight to talk about it? All right. Once they say yes, because you're going to wait for them to say yes, then I'll tell them, listen, I launched the biggest project of my life with some highly influential people. Now I'm going to give you the full details, but you got to be open, all right? Or you must be open. And I want to know, are you? If they say open, open to what? Open to earning income, open it to doing something more, opening to meet with some of the people I'm meeting with that's going to make some amazing life changes, this year. Whatever, but don't give them no more than that. No more than those caveats. Nothing else other than that. Once they say yes, they're open. If they say it depends, they say, listen, I don't have a lot of time right now. And are you open to meeting? Yeah, because you can't get information until you get on. They say yes, then you get the information. No, you're just going to hang up the call and say you got to go. All right, and you want to be done. But if they say yes, let them know you launched the biggest project, and are they open? And when they say yes, they're open, you say grab a pen. Tonight at 7 o'clock or tonight at 8 o'clock, I'm having a private webinar for a selected group. I highly respect my successful partners. So before I give you the information, I need a guaranteed yes, you'll be on and on time. Now, the reason why you do that is because you want to make sure that the people respect your time. They may not trust the fact that you have a business, all right, that you can win in, but you have to show them that you have a high level of respect for someone so that you can transfer that respect to them so that they're more apt to show up, knowing that the persons who will be sharing information about your business, that you want them to meet with them, and you have a higher short ratio and you do it that way. So make sure that you tell them to grab a pen and get on the call, right? Let them know you have a high level of respect and you want to be on time. Once they say, okay, say, here's the number, right? And here's the webinar, or here's the number, and shoot me a text when you're on so you won't be bumped off. The reason why you want to do that is because sometimes when people are on the calls, they don't always have their names, they don't always put the information, and they don't always start to speak on the Zoom call. And you want to just make sure that they know. And you may be inviting them to a company call or some other call, and there's thousands of people or hundreds of people, and you don't want to miss out on them being online. So you want to get a text from them knowing that they are actually on the call. All right. All right. And that also shows another level of commitment on their part as well. And once they said, okay, you give them the live call or webinar information, right? And then you say, I'll see you then. I got to go. If they start asking any other questions, you are messing up, you are doing too much, you talk long, you talk wrong, make sure you do not give them no more information than what we shared so far. And of course, if they say no, great, we'll talk soon, I must go, and you hang up. Now, that's how simple it is to just invite somebody, asking if they're free. They say yes, let them know you launched a big project, and are they open? They say yes, you say grab this pen. Tonight at this time, we're having this call, and I want you to be on the call and text me that you're on the call so you don't get bumped off. That's basically what I just trained you on just now. And if they say no, do not spend no more time letting someone control you in your life. You control your own life, your own situation, and you hang up. Now, immediately after the webinar, immediately as soon as the call is done, you ask your prospect, what did you like best about what you heard? And at that point, you want to be quiet and you want to listen. That means you're learning by listening to your sponsor. All right. I'm sorry, by listening to the person. So it's important that you learn to listen and not overtalk them. So be quiet and listen. And once you listening for them saying something they like best, don't ask them what do they think, because you don't care what they think. You always want them to come up with something positive. So you say, what did you like best about what you heard? You be quiet and listen. And once they tell you what they like best, your only response should be great. What package do you want to get started with? Because they say they like the teas, or they like the drinks, or they like the energies, or they like whatever it is you or the sprays, whatever they're talking about. Once they say you like it, there's normally a product pack, whether that we talked about, something we spoke about, talk about 2 or 3 products at a time. And when you ask and they say they're open to making money, you want to know what products you like. All right. Then of course, what product pack they want to get started with. Then if they say, listen, I want to get started with this product pack, or I want to get this product, then you can actually log in, send them the link directly for that product, or log on with them to your back office and walk them through the process with them and let them sign up right then. Never just say, all right, I'll shoot it to you, get back with me later. No, walk them through the process so you can get your customer. The same way when they go into the store, they don't just leave out on their own. They walk to the counter and someone helps them process the order, and then they walk out with their bags and their groceries. You will do the same thing. Make sure that you help them process their order. Right? And if they have any questions, you say, great, listen, I know how you feel because I felt the same way, but I'm new to this business and I'm new to this company and I'm still in training. So what I like to do is introduce you to my senior business partner. Then you want to edify your team expert. And let them know, listen, this person knows 100% information, loves helping people, makes a serious income, loves to have fun, and tends to be very busy. Hold on, let me get them on the line. Now, you say these things because there's different personalities in different people. Some people want information. Some people just want to know that they're going to be with other loving people. Some people just want to know if they can make money. And of course, some people want to just know if they can have fun while they're doing what they're doing. And you also want to tell them the person's very busy in case you make a phone call and you can't get the person online the first time, because sometimes many people are calling at the same time to speak to your sponsor after a call, and you're letting know the person is busy so they can see how busy this business is, but also it protects you for when you make the phone call and you can't get the person on the phone line on that first call. They'll understand that you're connected to some highly successful and busy people, and it puts you into that holding pattern for them. All right, they say, hold on, let me get them on the phone line. Now you're going to conduct a 3-way call with one of your team experts. Now, once you do that, all right, you be sure to tell your team expert before you get the person on what they like best. That basically means this: when you know you have a scheduled call, or you're going to get somebody on a call, you let your sponsors know, I got this person on a call. Will you be available for a 3-way call? I have this person scheduled this time. Can you be available? When they say yes, now you call me after after the person looked at the opportunity meeting, you get me on the phone, all right, or your leadership, whoever's going to do the 3-way call with you, and you let me know what that person liked best. Because they may tell you something and they may tell me something when I ask the question. But you want me to know what they said that they was positive about so that I can actually start to talk about that when I start talking with them. Or they may tell you one thing and tell me something different, but I can actually still use the conversation, all right, to help them make a closing or buying decision when it's time for them to buy or join the business. All right. And then, of course, once you tell me what you like best, make sure that only you and the expert are on the line when speaking. Never get the person onto the call and say, let me get my sponsor into the call and just say, Mr. Scott, Jason's on the call. And then I don't have a chance to ask any questions. Make sure only you and the expert are on the line when speaking, then connect and be quiet. And you're going to listen and learn as you're listening to people who have generated multiple 6 and 7 figures on how to successfully move your people through the system. All right. The team expert will invite your prospect to the next step or schedule a follow-up. Then, of course, when you're done, be sure to thank your expert for their time when the person's on the call. Let them hear you saying, Mr. Scott, thank you so much for your time, and tell your prospect, I will see you or talk to you then. Based on whatever your prospect, your leadership said, if he said they're going to call you back and walk you through, they're like, I'm gonna call you right back. Hold 1 second. I'm gonna call you right back, or just stay on the line and I'll talk to you in a moment. Or if I told them to get back on the call and watch something else, you don't get back on the call answering any questions. Let them go to the place where your leadership sent them to get more additional information. All right, so that because they ask you questions, they're normally gonna ask you questions, and especially if you're brand new, you don't know how to answer it. They're going to use that as a ways as to not to do business with you. So make sure you stick to the system that we're training. And then once you say, I'll see you then, nothing else. You hang up. Never continue the conversation after the expert has scheduled the appointment. Always bam, fam. That means book a meeting from a meeting, and we'll help you in closing your prospects and your customers. All right. So that's been your PS3 Peak Interest Shoulder Plan 3 call, how to successfully contact and invite someone to take a look at your multiple 6 and 7 figure business.